This is the CAMMUS wheelbase. This is an NRG type quick release. You'll see that there's some electronics inside as well, and it's just two screws holding it on there. And this is the other side of the quick release. You can also see that there's two screws holding those electronics in. So let's just say that you want 2 or 3 or 4 wheels for your setup. You know, you want an F1 type wheel, GT3, round wheel for drift and rally. That'll get expensive pretty quick if you're buying $100 or $200 quick releases. So my solution is to buy $25 quick releases. This is a different type. It's sort of an NRG type, but you can see if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3. So this is 8 ball bearings compared to 10. So these are not compatible with each other, but you can see that there are holes drilled out for the electronics. Also on this side, I'll put the link to this in the description. You can just swap out the electronics here and then set it up to where you can buy, 2 or 3 or 4 quick releases for the price of one NRG quick release. Zero play, zero wobble. Like as soon as it locks in, you know it. Like it doesn't move around. These are perfectly quality enough for this application. I would trust this piece of gear with my life. There's no doubt about it. So the benefit to CAMMUS wheelbase is that you can do this. You don't need to pay for a $200 hub. This is an awesome deal. You can get whatever colors you want. You can get red, black, blue, green, pearlescent, probably carbon fiber, whatever you want, like silver. Not to mention, you don't even need the quick release. You can just directly connect it. You don't need any quick release. These are great reasons to invest in CAMMUS and other companies that don't force you to have to use proprietary connections. The aftermarket wheel rim industry is huge. Any shape wheel you want, any material, and that's how it should be in sim racing too. And the fact that the force feedback will work no matter what you put on here. That's huge. Fanatec forces you to have to buy their hubs in order for the electronics to work. So even though the game is sending force feedback signals to the wheelbase, there's something in between the wheelbase and your wheel rim, your Fanatec wheel rim, that prevents you from feeling force feedback. You can still control the car. The car will still receive the input to turn left and turn right, but you won't feel anything from the game. If you hit a bump, you won't feel it. I'm very disappointed in Fanatec for doing that. It's a limitation that they are putting on their gear on purpose, so they force you to have to buy their stuff. I know they're a business and they can do whatever they want, but in my opinion, it's a simple device. It should just do what it's told, So all it's in there is a single connection, so you can't mess anything up, It's just two screws here. This makes the wheelbase so much more attractive, in my opinion, that you could do this, They use a system that's, standard, It's something that you can find a bunch of alternatives for. So there's the little circuit board. That's the original. So here's the aftermarket one, and as you can see, the holes line up just fine. I'll show you that you can even use the same hardware. The thread pattern is the same. And again, I'll provide the link to this if you want this exact one. You literally cannot mess this up. You obviously don't want to strip these threads out. So you got to be careful with that, but that's it. So this part is literally done. I mean, you just need to snug it up. Don't go all crazy on it. You don't need to tighten it down. You don't want to crack the little PC board here that we're working with. I recommend holding it with like just 2 fingers. So there's that. Now we need to attach the electronics on this side. So we're going to take off these 6 bolts first. And if you want to get, fancy, you can position this in the perfect spot so you know where to index it each time. Or you can do the thing where you slide it around until it locks, but, that's not the greatest thing for these quick releases. You will wear them out eventually because it's aluminum and the ball bearings are steel. Really nice hardware that CAMMUS used. This is an NRG wheel, just a standard aftermarket wheel. And that's the electronic side here. So now all we do is just unplug this gently. There you go. And you can set this aside for now. This is really nice, by the way. This is all carbon fiber. Everything's high quality. Hardware is great. Buttons are awesome. Really great stuff. Aluminum housing. Now, unfortunately, it's not going to say CAMMUS anymore. And we're also going to lose this this ring function on the inside that locks it. You can buy the kind with the button, but the cheapest ones don't seem to have that. Now all we do is unscrew this one. Same method, same size tool. And again, there's absolutely nothing you can mess up here. Okay. There's everything. That's the old quick release. And I say old quick release very loosely because it's not like, it's no good anymore. So the pins that stick out need to face the male side of the quick release hub. Plop it on down there. I mean, you can either drop it or set it down gently. Nothing really to be hurt. You can just hold this part with your finger and invert it. Put the screw on the end of your tool first. And then line it on up. Do not cross thread. Okay, that started. I believe this is just as durable in every way as the NRG. It's really basic stuff. You can see this is a really simple procedure, very quick. Obviously, I'm going to cut the video up, but this has taken probably like 5 minutes. So there you go. That's on there. So let's connect these pieces, and we're good to go. So now we just reattach this cable to the back of this, pop this on, and then reattach our hub with the wheel and the button box. So let's do that. So for ease of visual identification, I'm going to be having the 3 holes facing up so I can know when the wheel is centered. We're all done. Now, there's our 3. Lockup feels good. Cool. Let's test it out. And boop, boop, boop. Everything works. So if this video helped you out, make sure to leave a thumbs up and have a good day. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you
in a future video.